can't go wrong. This is the best set to get. I thoroughly recommend it. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm going to be having a closer look at the Scale 75 Artist range in the luxury collection box. So the Artist range is a very creamy, high pigmented acrylic paint, and you've probably seen some of the tutorials I already have on the YouTube channel. So this is the ultimate set to get in that particular painting system. So just on the back of the box here, so this gives you a better idea of all the colors. Now with my tutorial so far, I've just been talking about the basic colors, which have got all the primaries here with the black and the white, and also the brown there. But this is the full complement of the 48 colors. So by having every single one, you'll be able to achieve any particular color you like. So the colors are never going to expand. And if you're into any kind of military modeling, figure, painting, practically anything, these are beautiful paints to work with. They blend very, very well and have incredible coverage. So apart from the paints that they include here, so there's the 48 which come in the tubes. There's also the retarder. So this is an additive for slowing down the drying time of the paint, because sometimes acrylic paints can be quick drying and leave brush strokes. So this will help you make a very smooth surface. There's the thinners as well. So the thinners is used for airbrushing. There's the watercolor pen, so you can thin down a section, load it up, and then you'll be able to use it through the felt tip. There's also two sizes of very high quality sable brushes. The wet palette, which is a must-have, and I also go through the tutorials on how this is used. So you can actually use the dry side of it, or there's a wet side as well. And then there's also the wet palette insert. So it's got the paper surface for the paint, and also the wet part for keeping it all moist. Okay, let's have a close look inside. Let's just move that over here. So as you can see, it's a very nice wooden case. So you've got a handle here, you got some latches to keep it all together. So it's very neat and tidy. So if you've got a small workbench, it's very easy to set this up and get started. So just open up the latches here. And as you open it up here, so the first thing you see is the wet palette itself. So it's a fully enclosed unit, and this just pulls out like so. So you've got a little lid, just crack it open up. You can see from the bottom here, this is the dry section of the palette. And then this top section will open up, and that's where your wet palette would be. So that'll practically be your working area with the paints. Okay, so this is actually double layered. So we'll pull out the first layer. Probably be a bit easier to see here. So you've got your first tray of colors. So you've got 24 here. So these are the basics that I talked about earlier, which I've already been working on the tutorials. And these are all the additional tones that are going to help with doing all the other sort of work. So if you do a lot of figure painting, then you've got this selection here, which is concentrated on flesh alone. And then you've got various greens. It goes through all the secondaries and tertiary colors. So you've got different browns, purples. And then as we look on the bottom here, I'll just take this one out. So you've got a selection of blues, greens, you've got a whole selection of earth colors, all the browns, some different whites, so you've got creams and off-white, and then there's gray as well. So it's a full range of 48 colors just there. And as you can see, just by pulling out the trays, it's very easy to get hold of any one of these. Then you've got a little pocket here. So you've got your watercolor pen. So you just thin it down, load up here, screws back together. It'll load up the brush end, or the felt tip there, and then you just brush. So very thin washes can be used with this one. And then here we have two of the sable brushes. So there's a 0 size and a 1. So just so you see, they're very nice brushes. And then of course we've got the thinner. So this for airbrushing. And then there's a retarder there as well. So retarder can be used when you're brush painting for slowing down the drying time. It can also be used for the airbrushing as well. So you add a bit of that with this in conjunction with your airbrush, and then that'll allow it to slow down the drying time and give a smoother finish. so rather than drying with say orange peel or such. And then the last thing it includes is this wet palette pack. So this has got all the paper and the wet material inside that goes into your wet palette. And these can be quite easily obtained separately if you use them all up. And then of course, if you use any of these up, you can get all the individual ones, just replenish the set. So this is the Ultimate Luxury Collection Set from Scale 75. So if you're interested in painting practically anything, even if you're just doing artwork, fantastic set. If you're doing modeling, it sticks to just about any material. It's always a good idea to prime before you brush paint. And I've got that in the tutorial as well. But if you're looking for a set to begin with, that it's going to last you for a long time and do absolutely anything, this is the only set you'll need to buy to get all your colors. And then also, as a gift pack, for someone who's already expressed interest in painting, or someone that's just coming back to the hobby, can't go wrong. This is the best set to get. I thoroughly recommend it.